Hello everybody, my name is Paul Palmichela, and this is Module 4, and I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 R's and the importance they have on education, especially in New Jersey. So when talking about the framework of the 5 R's, I feel it's a good foundation of what we do as teachers every day, as well as help us get ready to be administrators in our respected fields. I'm going to talk about each one individually. First, relationships. Being that my school's only been open for 3 years, we are working on developing relationships with students, with the community. We have Olympic Night, which invites 3rd and 4th grade students and parents to come around in the evening time, and we have gym class for the parents to kind of show them what we're doing with their children at the young age. We also have pajama slash cookie party for parents and 2nd grade students, being that 2nd grade is our youngest grade in our school. So our children and parents at a young age get to see and communicate with teachers at an early age. So like I said, we are developing relationships with the community at an early age. The relevance of our curriculum is that as of now, we are following our District of 6 public curriculum. However, this year we are slowly changing the curriculum since we are a gifted and talented school to our own set of standards and regulations. So as of now, we are really invested in technology as well as implementing new curriculum for our school. The responsiveness is that we do have a very strong principal. He is been a principal now for over 5 years. He's really focusing on creating a not just looking at the test scores and saying this is how we do, but he does a really good job modeling of not only what he wants, but the expectations of the district. So as a teacher, it's kind of nice of him to almost be the middleman to meet the district needs as well as providing the needs of our students. As for our rigor of our school, I would say this is our strongest point of modeling for our students, and that goes, one, we have, being a public school, this is the only school you have to test into for our district, as well as providing our 8th grade students 9th grade and some 10th grade math classes. Each month, our 8th grade students go to a college in New Jersey to see and sit in a classroom to see what their education, why a rigorous education could help them in their later experience in college, as well as our 3rd through 4th grade classes have accelerated programs, meaning they could come on Saturday school to enhance their reading, math, and social studies and science to get them ready for the next grade. As a results that we found, especially sitting my principal, is that as of now, according to our PARCC test scores, we are the number 1 school, elementary school out of 17 elementary schools in our district. We are number 1. However, each year we're continuing to grow. Next year we're accepting 100 more new students, making our total of 955 students in our school, very close to 1,000. We have about 1,000 entries every year where students come in and test a writing sample and then test their strength, whether it be academics, physical education, performing arts, or visual arts. Those are the 4 strands that our school allows students to test in for. So we are still a young school, but allowing more students to grow and give them opportunity is what me and my building principal really talked about, because I actually mentioned that being a gifted and talented school, I feel like we should be one of the smallest schools, but in his words and superintendent's words, is our job as educators to give the most opportunity to our students. So it made me step back and realize that's what we're doing as teachers and administrators. Is it's all about the kids. As for my district, like I said, we are a new school. My principal, when I showed him the leadership styles, he didn't really commit to one style, but talking off topic, how I would compare him is he's a principal as long as you're doing what you need to do. He really gives you a lot of freedom. And the sense is that, as long as you show classroom management, you're following the curriculum, following the standards of the district, then, he'll do anything for to help you. Some of the improvements that we did talk about are the relationships, being that we are a new school. Every month we're trying to, for all ages, especially we're focusing on the younger ages, we're trying to maybe include maybe school dances for the older kids, and maybe while they're at the dance have parents come in and just talk to them or give them a tour, again, to show what we're all about, as well as the relevance, like I said, about creating a new curriculum for gifted and talented students. I chose these three PSELs because in the end, our school and our district is really students first. Really putting students at the center, challenging our students, and also getting them ready for the real world. And also right now, really trying to develop, being an urban district, to those relationships with our families to really work with our students, because as many of you know, working with students, it's a team effort. They need the support in school as well as home to be successful with that. I hope I gave everybody an idea of how my school utilizes the 4 R's and my district, and I look forward to looking at other videos. Thank you, and have a good night.